but we are hitting that loading screen now for one of the strangest games that I think we're going to see today. We have, this is the finals, this is game 1 of the DominateDominion.com League of Legends Dominion Tournament number 15, Blind Pick Banditos versus Cheese Enema. Blind Pick Banditos on the top half of the map. We have Zimike playing as Teemo, we have Elalya playing as Yorick, Talith PA playing as Jjaja, Jjaja playing as Riven, Aparkhurst playing as Amumu, and a real quick note is the fact that they completely banned out Zimike. They banned all of the supports he normally plays, Lux, Sona, Janna, Lulu, banned all of them, so this is going to be a really interesting game. I'm Gandair, and casting with me is...
This is Chobra, and on the bottom portion, as we mentioned, it is going to be Cheese Enema with Chavez Obama on Urgot, Wewix on Zyra, Krayog on Fizz, Lerch on Darius, and Archos on Poppy. We are almost ready to begin this game. Super excited. Game 1 in the finals. It is a best of 3. Dominate Dominion number 15, powered by Cybersports Network. If you are new here, welcome. Be prepared for an awesome match and an awesome series overall to determine this week's winner.
Blind Pick Banditos, are they going to be able to pick up another consecutive first place, or are they going to have to step down and yield that position to Cheese Enema? Cheese Enema and Blind Pick Banditos, we've seen a lot of them both in the finals recently. Top dog may be set to change out if Blind Pick keeps up their excellent run that they have had the past few weeks. This is the first time we've seen Zyra picked in a tournament as well. She's a brand new champion. She's made out of some plants and stuff. She's got like some chloroplast and some cell walls. Eats the sun, kind of a lot like Maokai. Seeing the opening items being bought right now. Boots, pro items, tier on Yorick, tier on Urgot. I feel like we're going to see some perfectly symmetrical fighting for a little while bottom lane. We're going to find out who's actually the best bottom lane Dominion, Yorick or Urgot now. As we get to see them fight each other.
Oh man, I'm so scared, like looking at Blind Pick Banditos' top portion, because there's Talith and Riven, who can just both jump in and absolutely chunk down someone's health. And then there's Teemo, who's going to be really cheeky. Then there's Amumu, especially once after level 6, can just put down that Crystal Sand Mummy, giving that window of opportunity for Riven and Talith. And man, this is scary looking, but as we said in the pick phase, we don't even know what to expect from Cheese Enema this game. We do have Urgot going bot for sure, so it is going to be Poppy, Fizz, Darius, and Zyra top.
Yep, and this is going to be the most amazing game I've seen in a while, or this is going to be the worst game I've seen in a while. We will see how this plays out. We got that acceleration gate being thrown down there. Jjaja broken wingsing his way. Jjaja playing Riven. Talith PA playing Jjace. Little mental note for myself there. Parker's playing Amumu. Zimike playing Teemo. These are champions we normally don't see these players playing. This is really fascinating for us. Shooting right through that fruit stand there. Talith PA does not care about that woman's overhead costs. Not at all. Wow, it's throwing down a little Jumanji plant there. I have not played her. I don't know her abilities at all. And a little bit of poke war going back and forth up at the top. Zimike getting apprehended right there, taking a bunch of damage. Talith PA kicking Krog away from the fight. Lerch going down now. Talith PA also getting finished off. And they're really determined to get Krog. He's just like chasing, kiting around there. Don't stand in the sad mummy. He goes down as well. Now it's Archos and Wowix up here. Parkhurst is getting really low on mana as Zimike comes back. Lerch is hanging out over there as well. We got one of them little zero plants just chilling up there. And Zimike gets apprehended again. Lots of damage going down onto him. He goes back to the summoner platform. Talith PA getting grappled by them vines there. Lerch right in the mix, taking a lot of damage. Got the broken wings, goes off. Jjaja going in for Archos, but Archos ducks right on out of there. And turns around, swings back into the fight, looking to get Jjaja down. And Aparkhurst, the last one alive. Archos, don't stand in that! Archos has got, like, the painkiller defense strategy locked down right there. 2-digit hit points. That's how Painkiller likes to live. So that's why we call it the Painkiller defense strategy. And down at the bottom, Elalya's pushing that creep wave up against Chavez Obama. Sliver of health left on that tower. Is it gonna gets neutraled? Elalya can make a play for that right now if she wants to. Chavez Obama, a little bit low on health, very low on mana. Elalya picks up that health relic and she is going in for it right now, but Lerch is hanging out right behind there. He's gonna grab that apprehend and keep her right in the fight there and gets her with the Noxian Guillotine.
So far, a pretty good start from both sides. Of course, the top advantage has gone to Cheese Enema for the time being, but BPB-Banditos comes right back. But there's the Zyra ultimate putting out a lot of damage and locking them in place with that knockup, and there's the Curse of the Sand Mummy to counter that, and they're now going to chase down Archos. Windslash going to pick that up, going to Riven. Talith's going to start trying to channel over there, but Wowix is still on the other side of the wall. I mean, Zyra has so much poke, so much harass, and it can be very well sustained with those plants. Can protect these towers quite well. As we mentioned, plays a little bit like Heimerdinger right now, but I believe with a little bit more sustained burst. Of course, Heimerdinger has some good single time burst also, but the plants, the ability cooldowns are quite low, and then the plants can be spawned much sooner. Meanwhile, another kill did go down for Cheese Enema. They did, in fact, also take back the Boneyard, so they have that 3-cap once again. They're in the lead. We do see the Easter egg starting to come down from Zimike's Teemo, but BPB-Banditos, I think, at a slight loss as to how to go about this. They're taking some time right now. They're not in any rush to just keep going in, and as they lose these smaller skirmishes, they want to make sure they regroup. They want to make sure they go in with a stronger plan. Meanwhile, bot lane, we do have a 2v1 as the Irv comes up and picks up the kill for Krayog on that Fizz. Elalya's Ghost wants to get a revenge kill onto Urgot, but Urgot will survive that as Fizz assists in taking out that Ghost top lane. Jjaja, not in a good spot, gets caught under the tower. And will Aparkhurst go down? No, is going to escape. Does not get rooted by Zyra. That would have been a very bad position to be in. And there's Easter egg to block the chase. Amumu is still hanging out, and I'm not sure I completely agree with this. If he gets caught by Fizz, which he will not, that would have been very ugly for Aparkhurst.
Krog heading up towards the top of the tower. Cheese Enema has their hands on this game right now, but who knows if they're going to be able to keep their keep it within their grasp, as Blind Pick is one of the top teams in Dominion. Talith PA is going to go ahead and recall for the moment. Zimike putting them Easter eggs everywhere. Lerch not finding those Easter eggs. He doesn't care about Easter eggs in games. He's not worried about it. He's just playing the game. Down at the bottom lane, however, Archos is going down to make a play on Elalya, but Jjaja is right down there to back his teammate up. Both teams kind of active, moving around the map right now, but the windmill completely unguarded for the moment. Amumu heading up towards the top of the map there, and looks like Fizz is heading up to intercept. Down at the bottom, Elalya taking a lot of damage there. She is going to get taken down by Archos and Chavez Obama, but that does leave them short a person up at the top of the map. And Zimike gets the shutdown on Fizz there, and that tower is just one sliver away from becoming neutral, and it's going to get shut down. No one in control of that. Clock stopped right now. And up at the top, Archos coming in, going for Aparkhurst right away, smashing him down. Talith trying to get up there around for that health relic. Archos in hot pursuit, or short pursuit rather, is able to get that kill before he hits Wowix.
Wow.
Nice play by Archos right there.
That was very well timed on that cooldown. Of course, you don't really have that much control over cooldowns other than cooldown reduction, but it was just perfect timing, allowing Wowix to continue channeling on that windmill. And, you know, I wanted to say, in the beginning, Wowix was not touched at all during the fight, did not have to use Revive, and still helped protect that tower. The second that Wowix retreated alongside his teammates, hold on bottom, another 2v1. Yorick is getting absolutely focused out in this bottom, and yet Fizz still has the time to go back and forth here for Cheese Enema. There is another siege going down at the windmill, but Zyra is still around. I think it's still going to be pretty good. The ult is down for a little bit longer, so not going to have that huge AoE damage on top of that knockup to reset a fight. However, there's still the plants, there's still the shorter cooldowns, but here comes the Curse of the Sand Mummy trying to position that Amumu. No, it's actually on cooldown, so Amumu just charging in to try to get the tears and also to disrupt this fight, and is quite successful in doing so. However, will get melted down eventually by Darius. With that passive damage over time, Zyra putting down some plants to stop the chase from Talith PA's Jayce, but this will finally mean that the windmill goes to Blind Pick Banditos. but that gave Fizz the idea to just stay in bot and capture the quarry, shutting down Elalya once again. They are not allowing Elalya to, just get any chance to come back into this game. Already shut that Yorick down 5 times, and during that, most of the time they've had the chance to go back to the windmill and secure it. This time around they did lose it, but therefore they took that quarry. They did give it up to reset a little bit of the flow. They want to, I believe, focus down on the windmill once again. We do see most of the champions heading up there right now. Poppy is down there though alongside Urgot, which draws the attention from Amumu, which is going to open up a really good fight for She's Enema up at the top. Jayce is running quite low after fighting with Fizz. Riven is instantly melted by Darius+Teemo, not in a good place. That's a double kill for Darius. Darius and Zyra are going to go ahead and start channeling. Fizz needs to watch out for Jayce possibly trying to snipe this kill away, but they are going to get that neutrals. Meanwhile, bottom lane, She's Enema is still on top. It's a 2v1 at this point. Archos comes right back in with the heroic charge, trying to escape from the tears. Don't get Banditos. No, does get Banditos, but picks up the health relic, which is all that was needed to live safely as the heroic charge comes up once again for that kill pickup. She's Enema is playing an excellent game right
Shadows
now.
Obama getting chased away from that bottom point after that narrow victory down there. Archos just skirting the edge of here and the afterlife. Riven really chasing with that broken wings there. Shadows Obama might not be able to make it back to the tower, so he decides that he's going to try and do as much damage as he can while he can. Archos coming down from the top, not able to save Urgot, but able to get revenge. We will see as Jjaja dashes away. Archos goes right through that wall and into Elalya and Jayce's line of fire. Bad place to be, taking some hits there. Lerch coming around as well. Get the shark going off on Talith, taking a bite out of the Defender of Tomorrow. Missing with that shot from the Mercury Cannon there. Kralog taking damage, drops the Playful Trickster to avoid a little bit of a hit there. And Shadows Obama coming back into the fight is able to get Elalya down, but she is living for a few more seconds via that ultimate. Throws the exhaust down on Talith PA to limit that damage, and that Noxian Guillotine comes down and takes care of him. But up at the top end of the map, however, Jjaja and Aparkhurst dove in on Wowix to be able to get the neutral off on that point. Now Archos is looking for a good spot to get Jjaja, but isn't able to do quite the damage needed in order to take him down all at once. Has to go up there for that health relic, which is quickly negated by a wind slash from Jjaja. And Lerch up here now helping out as well. What's going to happen is Archos going to survive. We get a Noxian Guillotine off, and it helps in killing Riven, but Archos is going to have to back off a little bit. Wowix is up here, throws down a couple of those plants, and whoa, interrupting that bandage toss. The stun goes off, but Amumu doesn't move. Wowix is okay.
Wow, these hero charges from Poppy have been absolutely amazing. Does survive that shock blast.
Wow.
Look at that burst damage coming out from Zyra with Fizz combined. So much magic damage going down. Talith PA trying to run, but there goes the Playful Trickster picking up a kill once again for She's Enema. They are dominating this game right now. They've been able to steadily hold on to a 3-cap. They've been shutting down the bot lane while holding on to an advantage in the top. So much just tower control by Zyra alone, and then there's all that burst damage from the rest of the team. All of them, as you mentioned, have really good bursts. Meanwhile, bot lane, once again, it is a 2v1. Lerch has ran down here as soon as possible, and there's the guillotine going down onto that poor Gravedigger. Shadows Obama is running pretty low though, so has to watch out from the damage of this ghost, but with the tower assistance, that's going to go down. Boneyard gets neutralized, but they'll be able to take that back right away. The clock is merely stopped right now. Top lane, meanwhile, there's still a fight, but Aparkhurst is actually channeling down. There's the bandage slash, stopping Zyra right in her tracks, but Poppy comes in with the Storm Shield. Can she change the flow of this fight? Completely chases away Teemo, but Riven is on to Zyra, and there is the snipe kill from Jayce right across the corner of that fruit stand.
And Archos getting pinned up away from the tower, not able to get down there to interrupt Jjaja, but Krog and Lerch are right there. The Krog-Lerch combo chasing Jjaja away. Got that Earth, the Manatee popping up, taking a hit on a Parkhurst there. Archos moving away to come right back into the fight to take down Amumu. And Jjaja, not long for this world either. Archos is so low on hit points. Teemo's got her. Is the poison going to get her? Poppy, that's not safe. Poppy picks up the health relic. Poppy's okay.
Oh wow, picking up the health relic right as it comes up. Windmill is still neutral, but it will finally go back once again to my big Banditos. They're going to try to just hold on to this advantage. They need to, as a matter of fact, more than anything, and therefore they do send Riven down here to make sure that they can transfer this 3-cap onto the bottom in case Zyra comes right back up and helps take the top back. but She's Enema responds by sending Zyra right down to this bottom. There's the Garrison. That's going to stop the cap onto the Boneyard. That's going to kind of stall the momentum once again, and now it's Poppy versus Jayce up at the top 1v1. Jayce does have the range advantage of poking down Poppy before any sort of fight happens. Amumu was looking for this bandage toss around the corner, but there's Darius. Lerch is hiding in that brush with Poppy. Amumu needs to watch out. Amumu's going to walk in through the speed shrine, but Darius is actually going to go for Jayce first right away. They want to get rid of that burst damage, and they are doing a good job, but Teemo comes in with that Storm Shield. Who is going to come out on top? Jayce does go down, but Teemo with the damage over time is doing some good work, but there is the Earth, the Manatee from Fizz, and the burst damage. Curse of Sad Mummy does go down, but Teemo will still get taken out by that little jump over there by Fizz. It's still a 2v1 against She's Enema here, but here comes the baton pass from Poppy coming in with that charge. Once again, the charge is just absolutely saving She's Enema in so many of these fights. There's a lockdown suppression from Urgot, and that is going to be the end for this poor Mummy. Fizz coming in and then actually just hopping right over Amumu's head, giving time for Urgot and Poppy to finish that kill. They're going to go straight for the windmill. They should be able to capture this. There's three of them. We do have zimike coming up on Teemo, but oh, there's the Garrison. That's going to stop it, but Archos just ignores the tower, goes right for the Heroic Charge, and Teemo will get instantly bursted down, but the tower will help pick up the kill onto Fizz, and that may be just enough time for Talith to come and disrupt both of them, and he is successful. Poppy is running quite low, going for that health relic, will flash over and pick it up, and is going to come right back in as Archos has been doing all game. There's still a minion advantage for She's Enema, but Riven coming in with that ultimate activated. That's a ton of damage. Tower is neutralized now, so Poppy comes in, no fear of that tower power, and there doesn't get hit by the wind slash to die, just lives right at the edge of it, and then starts channeling for the tower and is going to get the Heroic Charge once again. Does go down though, and Lerch not in a good position as the Mummy is sticking onto him. That's a double kill for Riven, and they successfully turn it back around to try to maintain the momentum that they just worked so hard for.
Banditos is crawling their way back into this game from a 200 some odd point deficit that they had earlier. They seem to be doing okay now, but are they going to be able to keep it up? Down at the bottom end of the map, they are shutting down Elalya once again. Wowix and Krowog are both down there at the same time to make sure that she does not get anywhere in the middle of the map. Archos is being chased away by zimike. Chavez Obama is right around in the same place. They're positioning near the drill. It looks like they might want to make a play for it, but with them all the way out by the drill, it leaves the quarry vulnerable, and Archos sees this. He's going to make a play for that right now. Krog goes down there with him as well. No one coming to intercept right now. They're all heading down towards the bottom quest objective point. Aparkhurst taking a lot of damage right there between Chavez and Wowix, but Wowix taking a lot from Jjaja as well, and is going to get taken down. Jjaja is going to go for that point, but nope, going to dash away, going to take out Chavez Obama instead. And they are able to pick up that bottom left point. Crowd comes back to defend, and Archos' Poppy going over here for the neutral. Is Amumu going to get there in time? Yes! Throws down the Garrison, saves the point, and forces Archos away. At the bottom, Elalya is taking the tower back. Play being made for the drill right now by zimike and Jjaja. Both teams actively moving back and forth across the map, trying to put pressure on various points to draw enemies into different positions. Jjaja taking a ton of damage there, being chased out of the fight by Archos. Krog escaping very well on hit points. Teemo looking like he was going to make a play for him, but unfortunately is not able to catch up. Archos with that heroic charge there going to go down, and now Aparkhurst being pushed back by Chavez Obama, and things kind of settling into a little bit of normalcy, but Elalya is up at the top right now to help out with Archos. Throws that bandage toss in, gets into that fight, but Archos is going to go ahead and back away, body blocking those minions against Chavez Obama, and running right over that mushroom there. Elalya gets apprehended, but Archos doesn't want to go down just yet. Gonna back on out of that fight. Elalya really pursuing right there, but no, not quite able to catch. While that's happening, Archos sees that he's low on health, but has an opportunity to make a play for top, which forces Jjaja to take a ton of damage, or at least a ton of hits, rather, from Krog, as Jjaja goes up to deal with that. He gets sharked, though. The Odin's goes down during that fight. Chavez Obama falls, and now Lerch wants to get Jjaja down. No, he's going to apprehend zimike instead. Doesn't want zimike to interrupt that cap. They've got minions up at the top now. They run over a mushroom, unfortunately. Archos, how are you still alive? What? You're not, there you go. You're not supposed to be there, Archos. Archos, wow. Approximately 117 years old in Dominion years, finally goes down. and it looks like Blind Pick is going to be able to get the windmill.
Wow, that was just an absolutely long series of skirmishes back and forth, but I'm really happy to see that Banditos has responded by putting Jayce in the bottom. They see that Zyra is now single-handedly holding this bottom, but there's the ultimate coming out, a ton of damage, and the plant is going to help finish off Jayce. Will Zyra get the neutralize here? Riven is coming down, but Urgot is coming down to make this actually, it's going to be a 3-2 as Amumu and Yorick also show up. The Banish Toss lands on the minion, so Zyra is safe for the time being, is going to try to kite back and forth, but Amumu is just going to walk straight towards Zyra and get the Curse of the Sand Mummy. Riven is going to ignore Urgot and make sure that they can secure this kill. Riven was actually not needed right there, but that means that it's going to be both Amumu and Riven that are able to channel down this Boneyard, but that leaves the top lane open. It's been like this for both teams, back and forth. They're just trading 3 caps at this point. Banditos just working so hard to try to make this comeback right now. They were at a pretty big deficit, but right now they're working steadily towards a advantage for themselves. They're at least holding the clock for quite a long period of time, back and forth. Both teams not able to hold on to a 3 cap for that long. It's still going back to 2-2 and then a neutral tower here and there throughout the map. And now we see both teams taking a little bit of a breather, and they're trying to think if they want to change the focus once again, or if they're going to stick to what they've been doing. And we see Cheese Enema are going to send all 5 top. They're going to make for a fight here, and they should be able to succeed. That's what they did in the beginning of the game, up at the windmill with so much success from Zyra. Zyra puts down the plants, and there is the ultimate. So much damage coming out. There's the knock-up on 3 people of Banditos, but Banditos still surviving, and Jayce has been putting us so much damage from afar, still kiting well, but double kill, triple kill going down for Zyra right now. Jayce is still trying to do some work against this Fizz. Fizz may go down. No, the heroic charge saving once again, and that is a hefty advantage going to Cheese Enema. The shutdown does go out to Amumu, but Zyra's passive is going to allow her to make sure that he doesn't channel too early, try to chase him away. It is going to miss, but he's going to wait for the Garrison to run out, and he's going to start channeling there, but the Revive comes out, and Zyra's going to catch him right there with that snare. Fizz is going to come in to assist with that kill. Amumu doesn't really have anywhere to go, walks accidentally back into range of the plant. He's just completely trapped, but he is pretty tanky, lives for quite long, delaying the inevitable, but that may be quite helpful for Banditos at this point, because they are trying to make a comeback from their spawn as they all come back up.
In the map, Darius is going to be able to pick up that point, but Urgot was able to get off that neutral for a little while. Jayce going down there to capture that, and with Jayce down there, that's one of their big damage dealers that's not going to be involved in this fight up at the top as everything goes crazy up here. Zimike getting really just hunted down there by Chavez Obama. Elalya getting taken out as well, just living from the great beyond with that ultimate. Archos low on hit points once again. Archos just loves not having hit points, does not believe in them whatsoever. Lerch and Talith PA have an exchange here in the middle of the map, but Wowix is coming down as well. That Noxian Guillotine goes down to good effect, but Lerch isn't quite able to survive there. Wowix is starting to back off. The Hextech Sweeper goes down and almost runs over a egg there. That would have been a little bit dangerous and very unfortunate for Wowix. Archos is going to go ahead and recall Aparkhurst in a good spot to make a play for the Boneyard if he wants to. Blind Pick Banditos descending upon the top point right now.
It is a 3v1. While Wowix had some success early on right now, there's just so much damage coming out from the enemy team. Can't hold it alone. Fizz does show up. There is the Earth that gives for just a slight reset, but Zyra's just absolutely on the run. Can't do anything. Can't even kite properly right now. So much damage and crowd control coming out from the enemy team, but the teammates of Cheese Enema do show up in time to try to turn this around. Poppy gets 1 kill. Fizz is still in the fight. Darius has also shown up. Archos once again running with low health, but just kites back and forth with the melee damage and heroic charge. I'm not even sure how that's possible, but there is the snipe kill once again coming out from Jayce. Banditos are going to take the windmill back, and that's a 3 cap going now back and forth once again. It's just been absolutely unpredictable. 66 to 157. Banditos still at a deficit, but they've been holding on very well. It's a 1v1 duel right now between Fizz and Jayce. The Earth is going to pick up the kill, and there's the playful trickster out of the minions, but Riven comes in with a key strike and gets the revenge kill.
Pull off that finishing blow right there. Fizz having to pole dance over those minions, but Archos catching Jjaja here, and Jjaja having a lot of damage being unloaded onto him right away there. That Noxian Guillotine gets him down. We have a Randuin's and an Odin's both going off in that fight, it looked like. And now we have Archos backing off once again, heading up to the lane there. Wowix not looking so great on hit points either. Archos is going to go ahead and recall, wants to have some health for the next engagement. Elalya is up near the bottom, up at the tower near the bottom, but hasn't quite decided to make that play yet. Is Fizz heading down there? Is he going to try and make a gank for it? We will see. We have Archos going the same direction there. Zimike's Teemo is just hop along, bunnying his way down there. And Archos, where are you going? Archos, I'm scared. Down at the bottom, there's an Elalya sandwich between Krag and Chavez Obama, and Elalya does die. Archos trying to get to this tower, but is going to get chased away by Zimike. Nope! Archos wants some of Zimike right there, drops the diplomatic immunity, and decides to go to town there, but is amidst the enemy team in doing so. Chavez Obama throwing some shots in from behind. Nice bandage toss right there by Aparkhurst, catching up with Archos there. Krog is up, but I don't think his ult is available. No, he's going to get taken down. He did not have that ult to be able to throw into that fight there. The position reversal, using that to get closer to the tower there. Curse of the Sad Mummy goes down. Archos joins the fight. Chavez Obama taking a lot of damage. Zimike body slammed into that wall. Getting stunned. Bandage toss follows right up with that. Aparkhurst staying right there with Archos this entire time, and is going to start retreating back to the point. Darius is able to neutral the windmill. Is he going to get the cap before Elalya gets there? Yes, he is able to do so, but Blind Pick Banditos takes the bottom point in the process. And can a Poppy outrun a Teemo? We're going to find out. Archos!
Oh wow, Teemo runs right by Archos. Archos needs to watch out of the tower, walks right by it. I'm not sure how Archos has been surviving for so long. Can't
yes!
For finish. No, there is the XX Sweeper, is going to get back to base with only 30. Meanwhile, there's still a fight going down next to the Boneyard. Riven is going to get taken out as Krog goes with that playful trickster to pick up that kill. Urgot's going to go ahead and try to neutralize that for his team. Darius is still battling against Elalya with that Garrison on there, but Elalya comes out victorious. Can she get the neutralize? Zyra and Poppy are on the way up, but so is Aparkhurst, going to intercept both of them. Gets the neutralize at the windmill. It's back to 2 and 2 towers each. But wow, that burst from Poppy, and that's some good positioning by Zyra. Still gets taken out though by Aparkhurst. Aparkhurst not in a good place, however the plants did stay alive, helping out that damage for Poppy. Poppy's going to get a killing spree for that. So there's 3 people coming up for Poppy. Poppy needs to watch out, sees that shock burst coming up, and it's going to try to retreat immediately. Again, it's a Teemo Poppy chase. Teemo gives up and goes back for the channel onto that windmill. Urgot now furiously trying to push down this bottom lane, but Elalya is back up, so we'll be able to defend this quarry. This is down to the wire right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's 70 to 63. Can't even call it at all for either team. However, right now, at the moment, Blind Pick Banditos does have the 3 cap. They are set up, and they're playing now a little bit of a defensive strat. They know that it's really close. They just need to protect their towers, and an apprehend goes down, but that was just a little bit too early for Darius to go in. His teammates were not ready for that. Cheese Enema now on the run. Blind Banditos is taking this advantage. They're going to snowball it all the way home. They are going to go for that drill. They have a 3 cap still. They should be able to get at least a neutralize here at the drill. Fizz doing what he can to interrupt the channel. Yes, it is going to actually interrupt everyone, but Amumu goes right back and now trades off with Jjace. It does get neutralized. 3-1 cap in favor of Blind Pick Banditos. Meanwhile, bot lane, it is a 1v1 duel as Yorick is actually a little bit advantageous here, chasing through with that slow coming out from those goals, and it's an absolute murder fest next to the drill. Everyone just abilities being blown everywhere, and Cheese Enema is now a little bit desperate to try to get this tower back, but Wowix needs to watch out for his Zyra's health there. Pretty low. There's the Garrison by Amumu as he retreats. Excellent decision making. They do also still have the windmill, so they're at a comfortable spot. They can sacrifice at least one of these towers. It appears that they don't have an option but to sacrifice the drill, and Jjace does stop the channel on the windmill. The GGs are coming out, and Blind Pick Banditos is going to take the victory of game 1 with a long and drawn out comeback.
There are at least one more game. That sentence was not correct, but I don't care. We are going to see if Blind Pick Banditos can take game 2 coming up and see if they can take home another finals, or if Cheese Enema is maybe going to ban out Zimike again, or maybe ban out someone else and cause another completely chaotic game to occur.